Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission.
I'm really excited. I'm very optimistic about Gen Z and millennials taking up the baton in their part and role to play in the Great Commission. Where do young people fall in the IMB? You list all these people in the pipeline. What are the age groups? Are there young people kind of gaining that passion again for missions?
Absolutely. We see it. Our sending is typically from age 18 until death. We send a lot of retarees out for 2 and 3 year mission commitments. We're seeing a growing interest in that, and we're very excited about it. We have the category students can go for a semester or for a summer. You can give us a gap year. There's a 2-year program called the Journeyman Program, age 30 down, married or single, no kids yet. You can serve a 2-year term. That's a great feeder program for our career missionary force. About 40% of our career missionaries start with that 2-year journeyman commitment, where they're exploring their call and getting a taste of what it means to live cross-culturally and share the gospel cross-culturally. So that's really good. We're launching a new opportunity beginning in summer of 2022 for high school students.
Wow. Okay.
We have our teams. In fact, we have about 25 to 30 locations and teams around the world who are going to be receiving high school students, volunteer teams who will come and spend a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks overseas, serving alongside of some of our missionaries. This is critically important because what we've seen and what you know, David, is the more hands-on engagement and opportunity for involvement that we give to this rising generation, the more we see God using that to call them out, whether it's they're going to live cross-culturally and spend their life overseas, or they're going to be a part of mobilizing and supporting the work and the workers from here at home. We talk about 2 categories of mission service as believers, and everyone falls into 1 or 2 of the categories, that category of a missionary or the category of a mobilizer. None of us are off the hook, but I like to think of it in a more positive fashion. None of us are without opportunity to be a part of the Great Commission and to steward the Revelation 7:9 vision, whether we are going and living cross-culturally or we're a part of the support network, the sending network, and we're helping fund, we're helping call out the called, we're mobilizing others to be involved. So we all have a role to play, and every church has a role to play. Certainly with young people, we had a commissioning for new missionaries last Friday who had just completed, just before we deploy missionaries overseas, they do 7 weeks of training here in the Richmond, Virginia area. We have a training center, and they spend 7 weeks there, and they're kind of deep dive of learning before they launch out. We had a great group, 80-something personnel and dozens and dozens of kids along with them. Some of them go as singles, but a lot go out as families. But there was a lot of this Gen Z represented in that group.
Excellent.
And there is a zeal and an enthusiasm and an optimism, a positivity that it's infectious with that group. We were part of a project, I don't know, it's been a little over a year ago now with Barna Group researching that next generation, and the question was, how do we hand off the Great Commission work to the next generation and ensure that they're getting hold and they're stepping up? And one of the we've known this, I think, intuitively, but the research really absolutely confirmed that the greatest impacting factor in a young person having a heart for the nations, whether it's exhibited in their praying for the lost and praying for missionaries, or giving to support the work, or them going themselves, the greatest factor in that happening is them having the opportunity to go overseas on a mission trip, or them having a personal relationship with a missionary. When those things happen, we see hearts captured for the nations. And that's happening in our churches with this next generation. And we're excited to see how God is using that.
Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join His mission. This podcast is powered by Within Reach Global. Subscribe, watch, and listen on YouTube today. Visit missionspulse.com.